Here we are 2 weeks in with the Nauli Kriya 30-day daily challenge, and I am feeling pretty confident about moving forward in this challenge. Now, I have added a few things, a few pieces of knowledge in order to perform this correctly with quality and safely. And I think I'm going to continue focusing on these key areas to work up into the Nauli Kriya, because as before we started the challenge, I was just diving in to start a new challenge to practice something different with yoga, and I've been learning a little bit more as I go. So practicing what I call or what is called Uddiyana Bandha, which is the abdominal lock. That's another one that I continue practicing first. And then Jalandhara Bandha, which is the throat lock. This I've come to find out that when you're practicing Nauli Kriya, you engage the Jalandhara Bandha, which is the inhale, chin to sternum, and then exhale. And then while you're standing with knees bent, slightly tilted forward, you perform Uddiyana Bandha. Then you perform the Nauli Kriya practices. The other one was the Agnisara Kriya, which was the purification to purification of the fire energy located at the navel center. And this one was an abdominal wash of the expansion and contraction of your abdominal muscles. So this one I have definitely had a huge challenge with, and we'll continue focusing more on practicing this one. Agnisara is Kriya is to practice this with a rapid expansion and contraction of the belly, with the retention of the breath. So I'll practice that one and see what happens. See, at some point I want to tense up the belly and contract the abdominal muscles, but it's to release. It's to pull in the belly and the abdominals up towards the spine, up until the navel center, like Uddiyana Bandha, and then be able to soften the belly, bring it back, soften, bring it back, soften rapidly. So that one will need some more attention and focus. And this is to be practiced, this specific one, 10 to 15 times, and then stop, and then do a few rounds of this. So in and out 10 to 15 times, stop and do that for a few rounds. And then I learned with performing the Nauli Kriya, this article was saying to have mastered like Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, and especially the Agnisara Kriya before even starting Nauli Kriya. So I feel like I'm jumping ahead and skipping over some important things. But when getting to Nauli Kriya, then there is the left muscle isolation called Vama Nauli that you practice. And so that one kind of looks like bending down quite a ways, putting the weight into the hands. Take a deep inhale. Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. And then you lean over into the left hand. You don't lean the body. You just like lean into the left hand. See, I'm kind of letting go. Weight in both hands, left hand. And you're just isolating the left side. So transferring weight over the left hand to the knee automatically isolates left rectus abdominis muscles to perform Valma Nauli. And then you do the same thing on the right side, which is called Dakshina Nauli. So, okay. Chin more. So it's something like this, and then the Madhya Nali, center muscle protrude, or center muscle protrusion, where it's both of the but it was both left and right rectus abdominis muscles. That's what you see when you see the So that's Madhya Nali, the center muscle protrusion. And then you have the churning. So you start from left to right and you go in one direction, starting from left to right, then you go the other direction. And then you go to the right and you go one way, like counterclockwise or clockwise, and then you do the same thing. And you do that for a few rounds. So there's quite a few key elements and steps to working up to this. I believe this is known to be more of an advanced practice, just because all of the things that are suggested to perform before even attempting Nauli Kriya. So yeah, I'm just gonna practice a few of these and then keep working towards this. And this, I just realized I think I'm gonna keep going and doing 60-day challenge to continue this practice, because it talks about this article I've been reading on a few times. It talks about going months and months into practicing these practices, and as many as there are, it would take some time, and months may occur. So in order to get the quality down and the proper practice and being safe and learning appropriately and listening to my body, we're gonna keep going. So start with Uddiyana Bandha. let's try the internal fire wash of the navel center. Agnisara Kriya. So this is where I remember the other day I was asking what Jalandhara Bandha's role was in this, and that's and that's right now. It feels way harder than it looks, or the way it's explained. Being able to relax the muscle in the belly, making my pants all wrinkly, putting my hands down on them. Feels funny. Abdomen contraction and expansion rapidly 10 to 15 times while retaining the breath. Washing the fire inside the body. Using the internal energy of the body to provide vitality. It's like I lose control of the emotions and the action and the belly when I start getting into it. I want to really contract the abdominal muscles instead of releasing them and let them be soft. It's kind of weird. But this article did talk about this practice getting tiring quickly because of the fire inside of the body being weak. And it's just from not practicing, it's from not knowing about this, it's from not, just attempting to try it and see what happens. And for me, as you can see, it doesn't last very long. So I've got some progress and I've got some progress to make, and just keep going forward, I guess. What else can you do? So I have no idea, but it just doesn't make sense after a while. So I'm just gonna stick with those and practice the Vama Nauli, Dakshina Nauli, and Madhya Nauli a little bit more. Did you hear that? Starting to get a little tired. Okay, that's a wrap for me today. I'm just going to continue focusing on these key elements for practicing Nauli Kriya appropriately and with quality. And so that's what you'll be seeing if you're watching it. And hey, 2 weeks in, it's a good start. And yeah, just keep on going. Till next time.